Understanding Dementia and Delirium. Posterior Cortical Atrophy. In this presentation, you'll learn what posterior cortical atrophy is and the signs and symptoms of PCA, as it tends to be abbreviated to. Posterior cortical atrophy, here are some facts. It means shrinkage of the back of the brain, and it's caused again by a progressive loss of nerve cells. And these changes can be caused by a number of different underlying disease processes. And the majority of cases are caused by Alzheimer's disease. But PCA can also be caused by Lewy body dementia. So it results in changes in eyesight and processing visual information that changes a person's ability to purposefully process visual and spatial information. So this means knowing where things are in space, the distance between objects and the body. It's caused by atrophy, which means a wasting away or reduction in size of the back of the brain. And this is the area that's responsible for how we process things visually and spatially. Spatial reasoning is where we work out where things are in place, including our parts of the body. So the main issue with someone who has PCA is all around how they're seeing the world around them. So as I mentioned earlier, it mainly affects the processes involved for how and what we see in space. So difficulties with seeing what and where things are. This can include changes in recognizing objects and things, which makes it difficult to reach them. As I've mentioned in other presentations, they may not be able to hold a cup of tea if somebody hands it to them. They may not be able to judge where it is in relation to their body. They may not be able to judge where their hand is in relation to their body. So as I mentioned there, judging distances. It'll affect their coordination because they're not working out where everything is. They can become more sensitive to light. And they'll have difficulties with reading. So in this very brief presentation, this helped you understand what posterior cortical atrophy is and the signs and symptoms.